Good morning and welcome to the beginning of our second NyungNe. We will begin the morning with a prayer to the lineage on page 2 of the Sadhana. Page 2. Lord Avalokiteshvara, Galongma Palmo, Yeshe Zangpo, Dawa Janu Penyapa, Yangsim Dagyal, Nipukpa, Potun Dorje Gyal, Jagtun Trijag, Kempo Sadolwa, Dewa Chempa, Scholar Chizungwa, Sherab Bumpa, Gyalse Rinpoche, Konchog Zangpo, Lama Nyawangwa, Jancho Zengye, Kenshin Yakpupa, Sonam Dar, Jampal Zampo, Sangye Nyempa, Mikyo Dorje, Konchok Yenlag, and Wanchok Dorje, Chokye Wangchok, Nyagi Wangchok, Toku Drugyu, Tenpa Namgyel, Karma Chagme, Pemak Kunga, Trinli Wangchok, Cherab Drakpa, Tenzin Dondrup, Master Tenzin Trinli, Karma Nyedan, Tenpa Rabgye, and all the root and lineage gurus of great kindness, I supplicate you, please grant me your blessings. We'll go out and do the purification process and prepare for the vows.
bada lam thar danyam bandaya ranjin jang ne jurje malu sam jang gun jurje de bong je me zen jom zela na malu je jen chen jurbe jom den khor jen zoi dong zom gun da nyam ba ye Manda je ke sa je de xian yang ben ben je der wan jo so so sam char wa dang chu jin sha ba dang je se ye rang ku xian so wa ye wa chung ze da ge je sa pa tam che do be san san o wa sen che nam je san ba da lo ye se da che da wa che chung tu mong te ba ye
May the entire surface of the earth become a pure land, free from stones and gravel, even like a level palm, and in nature smooth like lapis lazuli. Protector of all sentient beings without exception, deity who destroys the endless hosts of Mara, perfect knower of all things without exception, victorious one in retinue, please come to this place. As I offer you these pleasant and wide lotus flowers, as big as a billions of worlds, with 8 petals in their pollen beds, please be seated and be comfortable. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, requesting, and beseeching, I dedicate for the complete enlightenment of all beings. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles and the teachings common to both, according to their dispositions and mental capacities of sentient beings. We go to the method for observing the 8 branch one-day vows.
Yang hunji jarse tang je pa nam jen je pe chur gang yin ba. Teni rangju la chik so jia shen de le Mandala domba chu chum sam domba xi zhak pa yin be. Je tang hunji xi ba. La so ren jin zhen zhe chung ze me na. Tayang zo pa san je nam ne chu ni de yin ni tang ji so tun ba xi pa na de yin xi pa. De je zha tang char we na zha chung ba. 半岛节用电阳到把早前马日美印头大个sang了，现在去他们去老主节把那阳到把早不三节，本来可老节为这把大江西得到呢，这越南就把说，那江南就把没把就让说要挖到的，这不等你送我印的新品他们去了。 Tarpatan Tamchen Chimba, Lama Narwatunji, Jindung Kun, Learn the Pana, Tajan Shita, Namkatan Yambe, Simchin Tamchi, Mapjur Jinda, Pindoba, Tuki Chamber, Kurunamchi, Tupat, Lana Me Patuntun Bana, Langbo Chamber, Randun Tarsin Bana, Sawa Seji, Jindung Solin Bana, Sipa Sepa, Lenu Jepa Jamana, Korpova, NyungNe lande pa kompang ni pa na ranga tung ji so to pa. Korwan ne le matarwa se pa tangi da nyung ba le tamche se pa na si pa kundo jo wa yong so thon ta pa de ge we chutun ba na yang ta pe ka si pa chen wa tamche je pa na le pa na ba tro we tho nam ba tamchen chen ba sang jing nga wa na le pa na ba tro we shirap ji 대다 시바네 강게 지소로 대빈시바 용띵띵 대지서 제다 로바 군랑 상축심제 땀바 나지 제랑동 야와 도와나 심친 탐지 동제 세다 내가 눈토당 고바나 핀바사베 세다 탈톡 민레 고바나 조와사베 세다 신내랜데 장바나 목게미 바사베 세다 신당 준대 장바나 내미 바사베 세다 남산 축제 소제 춘낭 용소 조바사베 산다 레볼라나메 바양도 바조바 상종이 바토바사베 세다 제게도 오지 산진님 베샤네 게완타다 양다소와당 득바마 넘버 종와데 깁스 세다 넘버 득바 남저스 대빈식 바 소종 가자도시 송바 따르 소종가 돈바 자다 랑신 송와 대다도 다게 장 심친 탐제제 동다 펜바다 조와라 소바 구바 대다게 셀 뒤다다네 좀대 집시 상념마 마샤제 바 어떤 인라제 바 돈바 랑나 망냥바 철진도 송와 제원념반데 제든조.
Go to page 1 of the method of observing the 8-branch one-day vows. Now listen with the motivation of bodhicitta set upon the supreme awakening and thinking, having taken the healing and purifying vows of the great vehicle, I will keep them so that all sentient beings, limitless as space, may attain the state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. The observation of the 8 temporary vows of the lesser vehicle, referred to as the 8-branch one-day vow, is observed by householders. When these vows are observed while imbued with the intent of bodhicitta in accordance with the Mahayana, they become the discipline of refraining from misdeeds. In this practice, one combines the observance of the temporary vows with the generation stage practice of the deity yoga of noble Avalokiteshvara, and for this reason it becomes a yogic practice of the action tantra, Kiya Tantra, class of the secret mantra, and the branch of the secret mantra vows. Thus, when one commits to apply one's own mind stream in the manner of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, and one does not transgress their ways, it is called the discipline of vowed restraints, or a vow. The following is a brief commentary on the meaningful parts of the text, one by one, beginning with just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas. Since the perfectly complete Buddhas are those who have proceeded in accordance with the natural state just as it is, they are Tathagatas, thus gone ones. Because they have separated from the enemy, the 4 Maras, they are Arhats, foe destroyers. And since they have completely perfected the qualities of renunciation and realization, having awakened from the deep sleep of ignorance and having come to understand all knowable phenomena, they are perfectly complete Buddhas. For example, when the heavenly steed of the wheel-turning king enters into battle with the enemy, it does so intrepidly and without travail. It is willing to forsake its own life in order to protect the king. Likewise, because they show the unmistaken path to liberation and omniscience to all sentient beings, and because they are solely devoted to the purpose of others, the Tathagatas are like a heavenly steed. Furthermore, because it is the great compassion that they carry, the burden of benefiting all sentient beings as limitless as space without being asked, and since they also demonstrate the unsurpassed meaning of the Mahayana, they are like a great elephant. Furthermore, having brought their task to completion, they did what needed to be done. Having actively sought the benefit of others, they have completed their tasks. Abandoning the obscurations of karma and afflictions, they have laid down all their burdens. Having achieved nirvana, the state beyond sorrow, and they have reached their own goal. Due to eliminating all distorted views which prevent escape from the samsaric state, and all the afflictive emotions, they have completely destroyed their bonds to existing. By demonstrating the Dharma that is virtuous in the beginning, middle, and end, their speech is utterly perfect. Having severed all ties with samsaric existence, their minds are perfectly free. And because they possess the wisdom that knows everything, their wisdom is completely liberated. This describes the qualities that arise in whomever follows the example of the Tathagatas. Thereafter, since the Tathagatas have forsaken concern for themselves in order to show others how to train in the motivation of bodhicitta, it says that they act for the sake of all sentient beings. Because they temporarily establish beings in a higher birth, they benefit them. Because they ultimately establish beings in a definite goodness, they liberate them. Because they have purified karmic results of stinginess, it says they eliminate famine. And because they are purified the karmic results of hatred, it says they act to heal beings from illness. Furthermore, the complete perfection of Dharma, directed towards awakening, accomplished by them, is the path, and the definitely realized, unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, accomplished by them, is the result. Regardless this practice, the second Buddha, Padmasambhava of Udayana, has said, it fully restores all virtue and purifies all negativity without exception. Since it restores virtue and completely purifies negativity, the Tathagatas has called this practice of Sojang. Thus it is said that one should think, I shall take up and keep the Sojang vows properly, and for the sake of all sentient beings I shall benefit them, and thereby liberate them, and so on. With this intention I shall take up the 8 branch vows, and keep them properly, and without corruption from this very moment until sunrise tomorrow. Keeping this in mind, one repeats accordingly. Page 7 of the Sadhana.
Repeat.
English? Sorry.
NyungNe Sadhana.
Bottom of page 7. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, fearless King.
First repeat Tibet and the English tutor.
Okay.
Sobjana Yukpe Sanjetang.
Jodo Chokni Chongnam Dan.
Sanjetang Sanchok Sambat.
Sangye Dang San Chub Simpa.
Jomden the Nyami Shakti Jarpotang. Pakpa Chinese Wansok Dala Gongso Sor.
Pape Chen Sigra Chekmacho Dansu So.
Jetan Hunje Tebjin Shikpa. Rachumba Yangdaba Zopa Sanje. Dajang Shi Daba. Langbo Chimbo. Sawa Seshin. Sepa Sepa. Korporwa. Dage Tungji So Topa. Sipa Kundo Jorwa Yongso Sepa. Yangdabi Gua. Lepan number Drove Tok. Lepan number Drove Shirapi Namji. Simchin Tamcheje Tongje Setang. Pimbar Save Setang. Dowar Save Setang. Nemi Parsave Setang. Muge Mi Parsave Setang. Sanchokje Soje. Chuna Yongso Zokbar Save Setang. Lana Mi Paza Yangdaba Zokbar Sanchok. Popar Save Ser. Sobjong in Balamba Tejinda. Da BuNima Shi Jiwejang. Dundana Zongde. Jisi Sangyama Ma Sharje Parda. Sobjong in Bayangda Balama Jevo. Now 2 times English.
Back to page 7. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed their tasks, laid down all their burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed their bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose minds are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojang. In the same way, I who am called from now on and until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojang vows. Page 7. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, Blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed and the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed their tasks, laid down all their burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed their bonds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose minds are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojang. In the same way, I who am called from now on and until sunrise tomorrow, shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojang vows.
대양 등천민 라젠바 동바시 사와 추춤제 파르 추춤제 인라 예 바유제 인라 제 또르욕제 인라 솜나요바 당보랑 용니 동바 추춤세 바 추춤제 인라 제네 동바 탐치제 자와인 바나 자와제시다 대양 만연조와 다젠 타나 속차소도바 식소인지 소무주 바단제 인제 나도종은 주제침보 다체는 타나 갑고 바세 감직자 마브진바 말린바다 니 토모니 때된 측배대와 동단예와 다체는 착심제 핀송다와 장양 메제바 마장바 방마다 솜 랑라 살람제 용띵미장 용띵 유바준바 메출람의 준침보 다체 타나 거래다 제모 세양 러와 인스 러와시 베준만 하바 예인 바요제인 라제는 창봉만 인데 나름 밤데 마빠나 양주 밤이 던져진 창근년 란더제 내 탐제 메시 양이제 돈발랑마야 진네 메게와 돈바 돈바 강양 소문을 바나 돈에 저연창다 장다 메도진 밥당 자와제 번창창다 이양 신도다자 나 자와소 NyungNe 자동 탐지 방구바 대인 또 욕게 인라젠나 라니 동딩 좀 전바송과 제던 침난에 제다 주바지 반대다 또네 자신제 주정보 지서로 받들 또 욕게 결객단지 취재 삼바 가월단 신디 저 룰라고와 메도단 럼보치 청와 룰라제 진바르세바 대마예바 나차다 도라소 방왕의 진제를 솜세모다 예게제 체다 르제 인라 요와다 나가 땀나초 나와서 방방의 가지 남바 세와당 대빈저 kok단 된저 된바 나가 로렌바 오왕당 응마라서 롬몬부 조세바 공화 제모 렉시 솜 대마인배 년마열 핀제 공부 도마 서버 초단 자소 동마 디바 서버시 배신단 친유 신도 라서 잡자난 농맥제 relay 초강래 라관 천딩 통보 나랑진 방바 메베 달구단 아제게 띵토 채팅 쳔보라 문도바 남래 가소 제모 렉솜다 인소 진제 렉섬보 찍도 집에 또 욕게 인라섬다 인라제 제본 다다 집시 상념마 마찬 제 바드만냥 바송와 제오 냠반 대예지든조.
We return to page 3 in the method of observing the vows. The words starting with, just as the previous, constitute the prayer of taking the 8 temporary vows. These 8 branches are then further divided into the 4 branches of discipline, the single branch of attentiveness, and the 3 branches of subduing discipline. The first branches are the 4 branches of discipline which restrain one's own mind from unwholesome actions. Since these are the root of all vows, they are known as the 4 roots. They are as follows. The first is not to kill any being. Beside not killing a human being, one should not even kill a louse or its eggs, which also belong to the realm of the living beings. The second root is not to steal. Besides not stealing large possessions owned by others, one should not even steal a morsel of food. The third root is to abandon non-celibate action. Besides not pursuing the meeting of males and females for the enjoyment of sexual intercourse, one should not even look at another with a lustful mind. The fourth root is to not speak lies. Besides not telling a great lie, such as falsely proclaiming oneself as having high human qualities, or lying about having qualities on the bhumis and paths that one does not have, one should not even fool others jokingly while playing around. The single branch of attentiveness is to abstain from alcohol, which one does not abandon this action, one's minds will become careless. When intoxicated by alcohol, one cannot be aware of every aspect of what to do and what not to do, and one also forgets about the vows one has taken. Due to this, one engages in non-virtuous action, and is therefore unable to keep any of one's vows. For this reason, one should abandon all intoxicating food and drink, such as alcohol made from fermented grain, such as wheat or barley, or alcohol made from honey, flowers, or any other fermented substances, as well as intoxicating fruit or roots. As for the three branches of subduing discipline, in order to refresh the recollection of one's vows, one subdues all of one's activities as a lay householder and follows after the excellent conduct of bodhisattvas. Thus one engages in subduing. First, one abandons dressing up and looking attractive, or applying sweet scents like camphor and sandalwood, which are applied with the intention to charm. Then one abandons adorning one's body with garlands of flowers, jewels, and so on. One abandons earrings, bracelets, and so on, which are the three kinds of adornment. One abandons moving one's limbs for the sake of frolic and laughter, and one vows to remain silent in various ways, which refers to the abandoning of the three kinds of entertainment: dancing, singing melodiously by elevating and lowering one's voice, and playing instruments such as string instruments or flutes. Second, one abandons eating at inappropriate times, and does not consume, from noon until sunrise the next day, any food such as grains and fruit to quell one's hunger. One may, however, drink liquids such as water and tea to quell the pangs of thirst. Third, one abandons sitting on high and luxurious seats. This means not to sit upon any seat higher than 1 cubit, or upon seats bedecked with silks and brocades, or tigers and leopard skins, which are unsuitable for ordinary people. Thus, when the three kinds of entertainment, including dance, and the three kinds of adornment, such as garland, are considered as one branch, these are the three branches of subduing discipline. Thus thinking, I shall keep these 8 branches without corruption until sunrise tomorrow, one repeats the following: from this moment, I will not kill.
Devin the Mayan Besse, Jatan Chenwa Tangne Jin, Lotan Karso Bama Sa, Jata Jachon Dadona, Suktu Lasso Mezipa, Jata Suktu Lasso Bang, Lami Sancho, your top show, Dongham Manjok Simchin Nam.
Back to page 10. From now on, I will not kill. I will not steal the belongings of others. I will not engage in sexual activities. I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol, as it is the gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on high and luxurious seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainments such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions, such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions, such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings, fraught with the many sufferings, be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. Page 10. From now on, I will not kill. I will not steal the belongings of others. I will not engage in sexual activities. I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol, as it is the gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on high and luxurious seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainments such as song and dance. Just as the Arhats refrained at all times from these actions, such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions, such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings, fraught with many sufferings, be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. Leg so.
대다의 주춤된 달 신바사회 제던 박바 동영샵과 8월의 신바족의 행보 종래 송와 주춤 남다의 종대대 뒤숨 열와세 당제 주춤제 풍보 탐제 란주라 족바르시 바당 hinche 주춤차의 니바 탐제 닭바르시 신치 매년바시 바소 핑유다 마단데 방한데 예지드조.
To the methods of taking the vows, bottom of page 4. In order to develop such discipline to perfection, the Dharani of the essence of the 6 paramitas of the noble Amoghapasha Sutra mentions the numerous benefits of this Dharani, such as by reciting this Dharani of pure discipline, the entire accumulation of ethical discipline of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 3 times will be brought to perfection within one's own mind stream, and all faults of one's previous violations of discipline will be purified, and henceforth one's discipline will not decline. Thus repeat the Dharani.
Om Amogashila.
Om Amogashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babakata.
Satopema Beboketa.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Saminta Avalokate.
Samanta Awalokite.
Om Pe Soha.
Om Pe Soha.
Om Amogashila.
Om Amogashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babakata.
Satopema Beboketa.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Saminta Avalokate.
Samanta Awalokite.
Om Pe Soha.
Om Pe Soha.
Om Amogashila.
Om Amogashila.
Sambara Sambara.
Sambara Sambara.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Barabara Mahashuddha.
Satopema Babakata.
Satopema Beboketa.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Buddha Dara Dara.
Saminta Avalokate.
Samanta Awalokite.
Om Pe Soha.
Om Pe Soha.
Om
Sambara Sambara. Do the mantra with prostrations.
Dara Dara Samento Valoga Pasova Mongoshula Samba Bara 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 Mahashuddha Sadhu Bema Baba Buddha Dara Dara Samento Valoga the Home Baso Om Mongoshula Sambara Samba Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Bema Baba Buddha Buddha Asamento Valoga the Home Amangajala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Mabakundra Buddha Dara Dara Samento Valoga the Home Beso Amangajala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Sadhu Bema Babakundra Buddha Dara Dara Samento Valoga the Home Beso Amangajala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Sadhu Bema Babakundra Buddha Dara Dara Samento Valoga the Home Beso Amangajala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sadhu Mabakanda Buddha Dora Dora Samenda Loka Home Bezo Amagashilo Sum Buru Sum Bara 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 Mahashuda Sado Mabakanda Buddha Dora Dora Samenda Loka Home Bezo Amagashilo Sum Bara 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 Maha Sado Pemanda Bakanda Buddha Dora Dora Samenda Loka Home Bezo Go Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuda Sado Pemanda Buddha Dara Dara Samenda Loka Home Bezo Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuda Sado Lebekanda Buddha Dara Dara Samenda Loka Home Bezo Namo Gajulu Suburu Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuda Sado Nabunda Dara Dara Samenda Loka Home Bezo Namo Gajulu Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuda Sado Bemamba Benda Dara Dara Samenda Loka Home Bezo Shula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuda Sado Bemamba Ninja Dara Dara Samendo Loka Home Bezo Manga Shula Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Mahashuda Sado Bebekanda Benda Dara Dara Samendo Loka Home Bezo Amaga Shulu Sumburu Sumbara Bara Bara Mahashuda Sado Bemabam Bida Dara Dara Samenda Loka Home Bezo Amaga Shulu Sumbara Sumbara Bara Bara Mahashuda Sado Bemabam Bekanda Bida Dara Dara Samenda Loka Home Bezo Amanga Shala Sambara Sambara Bara Bara Maha Sado Bemanda Bekanda Benda Dara Dara Samenda Home Bezo Tene Sanchok Samba Sambe Sanchok Jepa Jupe Che Nini Sam
Back to the
Chini
method for
Samba
observing the
Sapa
vows.
Cha Samba Chapu Mola Tapala Tene Lam Deva Tan Jukpa Deva Kapa Ma Sozo Panje Pa Sambe Molam Le Soma Chutramja Parada Samba Zopar Sepa Molam Deye Jidu
Furthermore, when the bodhisattvas of the past performed enlightened actions out of love, having made fervent aspirations throughout the 3 periods of the day and the 3 periods of the night, they enjoyed ease on the path. The path was applied with ease, and they completed the accumulations of many eons. Thus, one repeats the aspiration that completely perfects the paramita of discipline, which has arisen out of an aspiration of love, through flawless discipline, in accordance with the rules of conduct. Page 13.
Sutram Nambara Tatang Lopsin Mipe Sutramje Sutram Paras and Osho
Through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct, through perfectly pure discipline, and through discipline devoid of arrogance, may I carry the perfection of discipline to completion. Back to
methods. Liar Jeshin. Nine Jungze Nyamba Namjang, Jachin Regia Lanet, Jewana, Ping Bada Meban, Jongshen, Delechan Cheparto Dava Drumen Dole, Ganjekar Pasam Jemachapa, Jarwas, Eva Manga Chuzele, Ganjek Tamchu, Raptan Jipana, Dershik in Banga Parcher Pete. Yamshinton Lapa Chipa, Tenete, Vesunam Chimpa. 送西巴达人丁巴节白菜用人的东巴送巴来大三节节丁巴他土巴干的年轻节的东巴那就送嘛平庸节先这样三秋节三节三百东巴平庸难跨达接送每天做过三节节共同托巴人就来切巴了。다시 값을 상하 도지에 보hla당 하게 남절 삼모당 저거 냠솔랑 바 천대는 정자던 고전 제zam거량 매체 주동은 문장 사자 진보 초근구 접토 발세바 인베 가와 공연 대담은 개와대양 용호의 제마트나 컨트롤 컨트롤소 인가시게세 반절와인 바데나 Geta Sanchok Chimbo Hoan Deiji Dunzu.
Bottom of page 5 in the method for observing the vows. The glorious protector Arya Nagarjuna said, "Grant the vows of Sojang to men and women alike, so that they may obtain the pleasing bodies of the gods who act as they wish." Thus, in the past, when Lord Buddha was alive, even those who kept the one-day NyungNe vows a single time, with merely a selfish mind, were reborn in the god realm of the 33. Since even those who have slightly transgressed the one-day NyungNe vows will be reborn in the god abodes of the 4 great kings, it is said that the benefits of taking the vows are unfathomable. Moreover, it specifically states in the Moon Lamp Sutra that the merit of practicing a single precept for a single day and night during an era when the body of Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to make offerings to millions of Buddhas or unconceivable aeons. Thus it is of greater benefit to keep a single vow for a single day during the final times in the presence of the Buddha's teachings than it would have been keeping vows for a long time during the former times when the teachings flourished. Furthermore, the benefits of taking vows with a mind of bodhicitta are immeasurable like space, and will lead to the attainment of the state of complete Buddhahood. In particular, in the present context, by engaging in this practice in relation to the deity of the secret mantra, Vajrayana, and the profound yogas of the Mantrayana, one will join the ranks of the Vidyadharas in this very life. And however long may take, it would not take more than 16 lifetimes to attain the supreme city of Mahamudra. Thus rejoice. However, if you do not seal such virtues in the end with dedication, they can become exhausted through various conditions, such as anger. Therefore, please dedicate these roots of virtue toward great awakening by repeating the following, by this merit, and thereby adorn the conclusion with a dedication.
Page 11, Yellow Prayer Book.
Page 11 in the Yellow Prayer Book. By this merit may I attain omniscience. Having defeated the enemies, my wrongdoings, may I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death.
NyungNe Sadhana, page 14, right?
Yes, the bottom middle generation of the deity, page 14 in the NyungNe Sadhana.
Na san cho par de da ne ja sam che da ge jin sa jin be sa na jen do la ben sa san jin de par xiao san jin je dan cho jin cho na La san cho par de da ne ja sam che da ge jin sa jin be sa na jen du la pen sa san jin de par xiu
In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Supreme Assembly, I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Om Soba Va Shuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Va Shuddha Va Jana Thom Che Tong Ba Ya Tong Be Ngang Le Ren Chen Je Zan Ye Thom Che Yong Zo Le Ya Me Kang Ba Ye Wa Wa Dharani Tuje Chenpo Nambar Sarve Tokana Ale Dave Chenko Tendo Yen Tsembarjo Tenendun Janamka Naren Chin Che Dang Chu Jinjo Ta da din te te da ve chen ko je pe te rang to ga ya le won chu par de la ma da to je chen ba ye me la re ye san sen ji Korva Chendra Yopa Jo Sanji Tom Chin Dupe Dor Jen Zembe Ngovanye Koncho Sum Je Tava Te Lama Nalo Som Salo Sum Deva Shiva Chuje Go Do Semji Nam La Chin Reze Nam Ko Do Vu Cho Bu Juje Ya Ze Jeba Me Lo Som Cha Lo Jan Je Ma Gu Kum Do Ka zo san je je la ji ha je jin jin do la ze jin re ze la sam cha lo je ga na ka yin de ye me ya zo ga ja zo nian dong so so sa Tatan Shiran Chola Ngani Ere Nga Dewa Shelo Sam Salo Nagi Nyunga Sao Le Drubi Mi Du Du Butang Mami Chu Chu Shoze San De Belama
Back to the bottom of 14. All phenomena become void, for within the state of emptiness, upon a precious ground, appears a lovely, boundless palace, complete with all the perfect attributes, within which I vividly appear as the great compassionate one. Arising from Ah, a moon disk at my heart is marked with the syllable Hri. From the Hri at my heart, light rays radiate and invite the glorious Guru, who is indivisible from the great compassionate one. Surrounded by the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the four families, he appears in the space in front of me, and sits upon a moon disk resting on a 1,000-petaled lotus flower, which sits upon a jeweled throne. Homage and praise to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder and who are the root of the 3 jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dharmakaya of the bliss-gone ones, of the 3 times appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the 5 families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctively in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like. Middle of 19. Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret I confess all transgressions of the 3 kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by ignorance. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue, and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. May all sentient beings be endowed with happiness. May they be free from all suffering. May they never be without happiness. May they abide in great equanimity.
Om Soba Vashuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Shuddha Vam Shune Danjanam Benda Soba Emago Sondam Zembe Duba Chunam Tam Je Tongba Chu Peyang Han Le Pema Dan Da Ve Jin Ko Nya Kan We Dan Da Ran Sen She Ga Le Won Chu Sim Jin Dong Se Ne San De Shi Yi Bin Ma Ne Sen Do Ba Ba Shim Sen Je La Yan De Le Cha Je Dan Sha Ba Da Wen Che Be So Ji Son Ji Som Se No Jin Zhong De La Tun Ba Ye Ge Jie Nie La Pe Ma Ne Jie Ba Yong Je Lai Da Nian Pa Ba Jin Re Ze Gun Do Ge Bo Lan Co Jin Jiao Ji Xiao Ji Zhe Ya Kaye Jayo Mate Ujaye Mayonga Vate Maye Kashin Yonjo no Shija Jen Ten Choya Na Pone Yen Sam Chi Zi Chonye Jen Ten Na Shija Ma Po Zu Dur Den Ba Nye Jen Ban Gur Je Nam Ba Sa Sa Ve So Ji Tang Ba Nye To Ga Ta Ja Ye Nye Be Yang Ten Sun Ben Chu Ji Ze Yue Ben Ko Lo Zhen Ba De Yen Ni Be Ben Sun Be Chi Lo Ye Ba Ye Da Ye Sun Zhen Ba O De La San Ne Ge Jia Dang Ge Jie Zang Nin Chu Ji Ze De Da Dong Cha Sa Nam Ji Te De Jin Le Den Ba O No Ru Ren Qin Jin Qiang Xian Ge Du No Ma Yong Ba Ne Da Ba Be Yong Ga Ba Ga Xi Ri Ji Xiang Da Jin Yi Yong Da Ji Ji Ben Zhen A Ze Ge Bo Zhuo Je De To Ga Da We Den Re Ye Ge Bo Zi Je Bu Da Lang Ne Jin Re Zhen Ko Dang Jie Ba Jin Dong
Page 21. All phenomena that are subsumed under perceiver and perceived become empty. From within this state, the nature of my mind appears as a white hri upon a lotus and moon disk. From it, light streams forth and fulfills the purpose of sentient beings. The light then gathers back into the hri, which transforms into a golden lotus marked with a hri. From the hri, and light emanates once again in the form of hooks and lassos that invite the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. They dissolve into the lotus, and the hri instantly transforms into myself, appearing as the noble Avalokiteshvara. My body is youthful, white in color, with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them, the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them, the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bared fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion. Unadorned, it is visible from the neck up. Of my 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at my heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the 4th holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the 4th holds a bow and arrow. My remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each one of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. I am adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and I am wearing an upper garment of the antelope skin draped over my left breast. My lower garment is made from Benares. My crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silk, and I emit rays of white light. At my heart upon a moon disk is a white letter Hri, whose rays invite Avalokiteshvara and his retinue from the pure land of Potala.
Om Bada Ganga Ho, Om Bada Padinga Ho, Om Bada Bibea, Om Bada Dubea Ho, Om Bada Alogea, Om Bada Gendea Ho, Om Bada Neve, Om Bada Shoda Ho.
Page 26. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with the compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Ja, Hong, Bam, Ho, we merge inseparably, and my three places become marked with the syllables Om, Ah, Hong. Again light radiates from the Hri at my heart, which causes the 5 Tathagatas to come here. From their hearts emanate the 4 mothers, holding primordial wisdom nectar, which they use to bestow empowerment directly upon me. The nectar overflows and transforms into the essence of the Guru, appearing as Amitabha at my crown, Akshobhya at my forehead, Ratnasambhava behind my right ear, Amoga Siddhi behind my left ear, and Vedochana at the nape of my neck. Thus I am crowned by the lords of the 5 families. At my heart upon a lotus and moon is the essence of the wisdom being, the great compassionate one. He is the size of a thumb joint, and at his heart is the samadhi being, appearing as a white letter Hri. From it light issues forth and purifies the obscurations of all beings, and they all transform into the great compassionate one. The light then returns and dissolves back into the Hri.
Namasavada Danga Debe Ardebe Samyo Sambudebe Namaya Loket Yoraya Buddhisadoya Asadoya Makaranaka Naradara Naradara Durudur Etevate Tale Tale Pratole Prato Kusuma Kusuma Vara Elemele Titindola Mapano Sova Namarana Daya Namayan Sangaram Berotan Baharanjaya Tathangataya Arahate Samya Sambuddha Namasava Tathangatebe Artebe Samya Sambuddhebe Namaya Valo Yoraya Buddhisadoya Masadoya Mahakarunika Dayata Om Dara 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 Dira Duru Duru Etevate Tale Tale Pratole Prato Kusame Kusamavara Elemilla Titendula Mapuna Sova Namarana Dvaya Namaya Jan Sangaram Berotan Vaharanjaya Tathangataya Arahate Samya Sambuddha Namasava Tango Debe Ardebe Samyo Sambuddhebe Namaya Valoket Yoraya Buddhisadoya Masadoya Makarunika Dayata Om Dara Dara Dere Dere Duru Duru Etevate Tole Tole Pratole Prata Kusame Kusamava Nititendola Mapanaya Sova Namarena Daya Namaya Jana Sangurum Berotan Vaharandaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddha Namasava Tatango Debe Ardebe Samya Sambuddhebe Namaya Loket Yoraya Buddhisatoya Masadoya Makarunika Ayatha Om Dara 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 Dira Duru Duru Etevate Tole Tole Pratole Prata Kusame Kusamavara Mapanaya Sava Namarana Daya Namaya Jana Sangurum Berotam Vaharanjaya Tuthugataya Aharte Samya Sambuddha Namasava Tathangatebe Ardebe Samya Sambuddhebe Namaya Valokete Yoraya Buddhisadoya Masadoya Makaranakaya Ayada Dara Dara Dere Dere Duru Dura Etevede Tale Tale Paradale Paradale Kusame Kusamavara Mille Mille Zidden Lama BuNima Namo Narayanam Nyajana Sangurum Beruzana Arandaya Duduguduya Ahordu Samya Sambhada Nama Sarva Dadanga Debe Adebe Samya Sambhadebe Namaya Lokade Yoraya Buddhisadoya Masadoya Magaranagaya Ayada Daradana Dere 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 Eteme Dole Dole Pratale Pratale Kusume Kusuma Nare Limele Ziddendo Mapanoya Sova Namare Najaya Namaya Jana Sanguram Barosana Baharanjaya Tathagata Aharte Samya Sambhada Nama Savadadanga Debe Nadebe Samya Sambhadebe Namaya Valogad Maya Buddhisadoya Masadoya Mahakaranagaya Ayada Dara Dara Dere 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 Etevede Tale Tale Patale Patale Kusame Kusama Nare Limile Chittendo Mapanaya Sova Namare Nataya Namaya Garam Berozana Baharandaya Tathagataya Araharte Samya Sambhadaya Nama Savadadanga Debe Aradebe Samya Sambhadebe Namaya Valokede Yoraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Mahakaranagaya Ayada Daradara Dere Dere Duru Duru Etevede Tole Tole Pratale Pratale Kusama Kusama Vare Elemele Tede Mapanaya Sova Deodum Duru 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 Dole Dole Ba Dole Ba Kusama Kusama Vare Elemele Tede Sova Deodum Duru 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 Dole Dole Ba Dole Ba Kusama Kusama Vare Elemele Tede Yada duru 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 dole dole ba dole ba kasame kasame vare mele dana lama naiso yada duru 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 dole dole ba Kusame kusuma varale milatu lama nayaso. Yata dara dara diri 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 duli duli ba dali ba. Kusame kusuma varale milatu lama nayaso. Yata duru 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 duli duli ba dali ba. Kusame kusuma varale milatu lama nayaso. Yata dara dara diri 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 duli duli ba dali ba. Kusame kusama varale milatu lama nayaso. Yata dara dara diri 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 duli duli ba dali ba. Kusame kusama varale milatu lama nayaso. Yata duru 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 duli duli ba dali ba. Kusame kusama varale milatu ma pa na yaso ma ne pe me hore ma ne pe me hore ma ne pe me hore ma ne pe me Mane pe me oro, 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 mane pe me, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me, mane pe me oro, 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 mane pe me. Mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro. Amen. Mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro. Mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro. Mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro. Mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro. Mane pe me oro, 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 mane pe me oro. Mane pe me oro, 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 mane pe me oro. Mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro. Mane pe me oro, mane pe me oro. Om mane pe me oro, Om soba va shuddha sarva dharma soba va shuddha van. Yana tham je tom ba te ngan le ra nye je. Ta ge zhi li dum ya ne dun dun zhi ne shi va le. Ren qin li zhi bia ye gang zhi bie gu bie din bai wei. Ren qin te dan da vi no zu bi mang da bie jie. Te va che li rong zhe wei tu jie qian bao Nambarsa Kamdo Korpulant Jen Juji Shorji Zayaga Yejayo Mate Ujaye Mayungarva Eden Umayika Jen Yunjarvanam Shayarjin Eden Chujurnubu Ne Jinsum Cheze Chonyajin Eden Ashaya Ne Marpo Zudur Dembani Jemban Gurjinamba Zaya Sabje Dangbani Toga Tojoini Vedram Chensum Ben Chujinze Yeben Kulun Zimba De Yunjini Bebe Matang Sambi Jilu Yeba Yendo Yon Zambavo Ela Sani Gubja Gubja Zanin Chujinze Eda Ton Choi Sona Yin Terdu Jinre Dembavo Norva Rin Jin Jinja Yen Kutuna Mayun Bane Rado Bobi Yunga Bako Shiri Jishan Tabjin Yang Tarji Jubin Yen Uze Karbon Chowaja Denda Sheleba Me Marputin Zen Sajajin Yardu Holy Mekyu Bangun Bosano Sajajin Nara Chandirinjo Ne Sepun Chujin Sajajin Abdu Umli Namna Je Karpu Sanjun Chogatha Sanda Ale Tundra Ne Janka Chajin Sajajin Ganja Ren Chin Jin Din Jan Ne Sum Sembe Saole Otu Yishi Samba Na Jin Zhang Tenba Ni Me Ju
Page 31. All phenomena become void. From within this state, from the Hri at his heart, emanates the letter Brahm, which travels to the space in front of him. The Brahm then melts and transforms into a palace of jewels, square with 4 doors. Inside is a jeweled throne and a moon disk, upon which is a multicolored 8-petaled lotus. At its center is a Hri, which transforms into the great compassionate one, crystal clear, resembling myself. His body is youthful, white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them, the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them, the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black, wrathful face with 3 eyes, bared fangs, and a menacing, frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion. Unadorned, it is visible from the neck up. Of his 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at his heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus. The third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. His remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. He is adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and wears an upper garment of an antelope skin draped over his left breast. His lower garment is made from Benares. His crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, emitting rays of white light. Above, a Hri transforms into red Amitabha, his hands in the gesture of Samadhi. In the east, a Hong transforms into blue Akshobhya, his hands in the earth-touching gesture. In the south, a Tram transforms into yellow Ratnasambhava, his hands in the gesture of supreme giving. In the west, an Om transforms into white Virojana, in the aspect of supreme awakening. In the north, an Ah transforms into green Amoga city, with his hands in the gesture of granting protection. All of them are adorned with jewels, and their 3 places are marked with the 3 seed syllables. The light radiates from the 3 syllables, inviting the wisdom being who dissolve into the deity. Thus they have merged non-dually. Ja, Hong, Bam, Ho. Page 37. Homage to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder, and who are the root of the 3 jewels. Homage to the radiant Amitabha, the Dharmakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the 3 times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage to the Sugatas of the 5 families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from space like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at his heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Domba Sumdangarva Naharabdunjupeshabaje Kaya Dagatungu Dadebaje Bakanjaba Tabi Amanda Shaji Tene Tamden Jomaji Anandaje Kola Gorjan Sorvande Sanje Sanjaye Zon Tomje Sanjo Jodang Saye Puju Zojemeto Tarara Lenje Nede Jembande Sanje Shenla Mede Pava Yendogonanda Shendu Jubasho Nyabze Menda Zambandeba Sancholamla Parchi Memjongshen Tesam Deshi Gomba Toba Tahasi Parmenda Sheva Meneshe Nankadanyam Beduna Dovasho Nandandundu Yuba Netoje Chemba Sanzale Eshi Duze Jumba Lepamba Yonsa Kanvarju.
Top of page 40. Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret, I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows, which I have committed while overpowered by the three poisons. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on, I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue, and I supplicate you to turn the wheel of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Mount Meru, the four continents, the sun, and the moon. By my visualizing it as a Buddha realm and offering it, may all beings enjoy the perfect purity of this realm. Having offered this excellent and pleasing mandala, may I experience no obstacles on the path to awakening. May I realize the enlightened mind of the Sugatas of the three times. May I neither stray into samsara nor rest in nirvana's peace. May all beings, limitless as the sky is vast, become liberated. Streams of primordial wisdom nectar descend from the fingers of myself and the great compassionate one in front, filling the vase completely.
Sadhana ma sadhana ma karunaka daya dum dara 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 etava tale 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 kusama kusama Vare le mele titte dola ma pana sava namarana daya ya namaya jana sangoro berodana baharanjaya tathagataya aharte samya sambhata Nama sarva dadanga debe adebe Samyo Sambudebe Namaya Valokede Shoraya Buddhisadoya Masadoya Makaranagaya Dayada Daradara Dara 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 Etevete Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusuma Kusuma Vare Nili Mille Tittindola Mapanaya Sova Namarana Jaya Namaya Jana Sangara Berotana Baharanjaya Tathangadaya Aharte Samya Sambuddha Namasava Tathangadebe Adebe Samya Sambuddhebe Namaya Valokede Yaraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Makaranaka Dayata Daradara Mere Durudur Eteve Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusuma Kusuma Vare Eli Millet Dola Mabana Sova Namarana Daya Namaya Jan Sangara Berotana Baharandaya Tathangadaya Araharte Samya Sambuddha Nama Sarva Tathangadebe Debe Samya Sambuddhebe Namaya Alokede Shoraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Makaranaka Deyata Daradara Dere Dere Duru Etevete Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusuma Kusuma Vare Nele Mille Tittindola Mabana Sova Namarana Daya Namaya Jan Sangara Berotana Baharanjaya Tathangataya Arahate Samya Sambuddha Sarva Tathangadebe Adebe Samya Buddhebe Namaya Valokede Shoraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Makaranaka Yada Daradara Dara 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 Etevete Tale Tale Patale Patale Kusuma Kusuma Vare Elemina Dola Mabana Sova Namarana Daya Namaya Jana Sangara Berotana Baharandaya Tathangataya Aharte Samya Sambuddha Nama Sarva Tathangadebe Adebe Samya Sambuddhebe Namaya Valokede Shoraya Buddhisattva Mahasadoya Mahakaranaga Deyada Daradara Daraduru Etavata Tolutol Badane Kusuma Kusuma Vare Elemillet Dulama Banaya Sova Namarena Jaya Namaya Jan Sangara Berodan Maharandaya Tathagataya Arahata Somya Sambuddha Namma Sarvata Tanga Debe Aradebe Somya Sambuddha Namaya Lokade Yoraya Buddhisatoya Ma Sadoya Ma Karunaka Deyata Daradara Dara Etevada Tale Atale Batale Kusama Kusama Vare Elle Millet Dulama Banaya Namorino Doya Namaya Jana Sangura Beratana Baharandaya Dutungudoya Araharte Samya Sambudaya Namma Savata Tanga Debe Ardebe Samya Sambuddha Namaya Valokade Yoraya Buddhisadoya Masadoya Mahakarunagaya Eyata Daradara Dara Etavata Tolutale Atale Pratale Kusama Kusama Nari Liminatado Mapanaya Sova Namarenadaya Namaya Jana Sangara Beratana Dharanjaya Tutungudoya Araharte Samya Sambuddhaya Namma Sarvata Tanga Debe Adebe Samya Sambuddha Namaya Valokade Yoraya Buddhisadoya Masadoya Mahakarunagaya Deyata Daradara Dara Etavata Tale Pratale Pratale Kusuma Kusuma Mare Limillet Dundul Mapanaya Sova Namarena Daya Namaya Jana Sangara Beratana Dharanjaya Tathagataya Araharte Samya Sambuddha Namma Savata Tanga Debe Aradebe Samya Sambuddha Namaya Valokade Doraya Bodhisattva Masadoya Makaranaga Dara Dara Dere Dere Duru Duru Ete Vete Tale Tale Pratale Pratale Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yodo Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yado Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yadaum Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yadaum Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yadaum Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yadaum Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yadaum Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yadaum Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yadaum Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Yadaum Duru 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 Duli Duli Ba Duli Ba Kusuma Kusuma Vare Ili Mille Tiddo Mapanaya So Omane Peme Hore Omane Peme Hore Omane Peme Hore Omane Peme Hore Namane Beme Hore Omane Beme Ashe Omane Beme
Page 43. Then I, the deity wisdom being, dissolve into the main deity in front. Above my crown is Golongma Palmo, who supplicates the noble one on my behalf. I do the praise to Golongma Palmo's praise with prosecution. Golongma Palmo's praise to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara. Praise and prostrations.
Tene jiba ne pime rong jiwa de damang jia ta je ten la na go pa gan je ten gu po la sam la je ten la ma se ba sum je te la ye zu du dang chong be tu te be jiang jia tu be zhi ban je Jiktin sumjen gumbo chola sam, la dirshi pami kute kumlan zan, la dirshi nawan toye ujin sep, sayen chu jeda chikon sep, sayung si ji pime nabar jim, chijen rapan chwa ma zan chu, shari ji pa da ta wen zep, 진지 배만 저도 사양 거 동도 농고 증은 쯤에 잠마다 처음에 한지 비우지 저리 말부진 배만 저다 선은 것에 동고 증진 도도 된진 렌치만 법만이 내진 Lomen Jordan Subder Jamjin Jum Arada Papa Namayam Baka Ninjo Dugu Gijin Jinan Chang Trima Me Papa Men Cholale Divin Pimi Doctor Jam Seja Karan Chola Note Tozu Tripi Rizuk Shantam Zim特别紧张，促进帕尔森。去年苏那蒙古尼瓦萨，大队队员就那干那些，孙头人最近可就把顿，绿金球的都帮出来点儿，司机刚都这一下也红，旁边的小姐问忙子。岸边住着龙脊这对西，杨庄年所以对马年，无名抽当全出来着，感谢大大突然拉那个，今年自己不也拉伸，对边桥的大家啥的，天天几把那拼命。结完的他忙结谈，天天了那个八个的，结天个跑拉桑，结天了嘛是吧？什么的，所以做都当常别的，特别讲究特别这般子，结天什么的个忙出拉桑。dirshi pami kute kumlanza dirshi nawan toye ujin sep sayen chu jeda chikun sep sayung si ji pime na parjin chajen rapan chwa ma san chu shiri ji bo do do wenzin jinji pima chodo sayen yang kawa tongda nangwa chine din chime chamada chome zi pia zi jari marpu jin pemen chota sane nga se tungka zhishin dodo dinjin yun renchin mamba pumbwa nine jin lomen chadar samdar jamjin yun rata papen namayung baka ninjo du gijin jinan chang chima me pa pimen chola ne ti wing ni pime do taran jam se je garan chola no le to zu ji bi ru chong tong zin to pe jin jang cho jin pa er sen cho ni su na ma bu ne wa sa 다들 대응 중에 가니 세 숨터는 지진 거주 주바던 루진 초대 두봉 총래자 요실지 강도 로에 샤예홍 참변에서 예망대 ngā bēn zhū zhō lō jī zhī tu shī, yōng zhō nye wā sā yin tī mā nye, mī tsū tā chū tsū lī zhū, kān yé tā tā tō rāng lā nē kū, nye chī nē zē jiāng bō yé lā sēn, ye tu bēn chō tā tō jā sā wā tū, nā tē nē jī bō nē pī mē yin, rāng jī wāng tā tā māng jī ā tāng, nā jī tēn lā nā gā bā kāng tā, yōng jī tēn gō bō lā sāng, nā jī tēn lā mā sī wā sūm jē tū, lō yu tsū tū tōng tsāng bē tū, nā tā bē jāng chō tū bē chū bāng zē, jī tēn sūm jē gōng bō chō lā sāng, nā tēr shik bā mī kū tē kū rāng zē, nā tēr shik nā tā yé ā jī sē, sā yé chū jē yā tā chī gōng sē, sā yōng sē jī bī mē nā bā jī, chī jiān rā bēn chō mā sēn chū, xia rī jī bā tā tā wē jī, jī bēn mā chō tā sā yé yāng, kā wā tōng tā nā gā chī ngē tī, chī mē chāng bā tā chō mē jī, jī bī zē chā rī mā pū jī, bēn mā chō tā sā nē ngā wā sē, tūng kā chī jī tō tā tī jī yu, rīn chī mā bā pū mā nī nē jī, lō mē chā tā sām tā rī jā chī yu, rā tā pā bē nā mā yu bā kā, nī chā tū kī jī jī nā chā, chī mā mē bā pē mē chō lā nē, tī wī ngū nē pī mē tāp tā rā jā, sē jē kā rā chō lā nō chē, tā sū chē pē rā sō shāng tāp zē, tā pē jīn jāng chō jīn pā rā sē, chō nī sō nā māng bō nye wā sā, tā tū tē jū nī gā nī sē, sūm tā jē jīn khā jī jī bā tū, lū jīn chō tē tū bōng chō lē jā, sē jī kān tē rā yé xā yé ōng, chāng bē nē sā yé wē mā tē, ngā bē chū chā lā jī chī tu rī shī, yōng zhō nye sā xiān tēn bā nye ā sā, mī tsū tā chū tsū lī chū, kā yé tā tū tō rāng lā nē kū, nye chī nē zī jī ā bū yé lā sīn, ye tu bē chō tā tā jā sā wā tū, nā tē nē chī bō nē pī mē yīn, rōng chī wā tē tā māng chī wā tāng, tēn jē tēn lē nē gu bā kūn rāb jā.
Om, I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Mara Brahma, wish granting, king of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. One's your crowns adorned with the Buddha, boundless light. Your generous right hand gives ease to hungry ghosts. Your left hand's adorned with a gold lotus. Your perfumed hair flashes with lightning bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are wide, so exquisite. Your sweet-smelling body's white as a snowy conch, your whole pure glittering pearls. You are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your hands spread like perfect lotuses, arranged on a still lake, youth tinged like the autumn clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders, your young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your left breast is covered by antelope hide, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You abide on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. Your sublime gold belt is studded with fine gems. From your hips drip garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower realms, liberator, source of delight. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Mara's hordes. Golden anklets jingling, beautify your feet. Your four boundless states, secure beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as swan. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations done. Savior from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with this excellent, pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives. Om, I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Mara, Brahma, wish-granting, king of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Ones your crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, your generous right hand gives ease to hungry ghosts, your left hand's adorned with a gold lotus, your perfumed hair flashes with lightning bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are wide, so exquisite. Your sweet-smelling body's white as a snowy conch, your whole pure glittering pearls. You are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your hands spread like perfect lotuses, ranged on a still lake, youth tinged like the autumn clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders, your young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your left breast is covered by antelope hide, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You abide on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. Your sublime gold belt is studded with fine gems. From your hips draped garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone beyond. Gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower realms, liberator, source of delight. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Mara's hordes. Golden anklets jingling, beautify your feet. Your four boundless states, secure beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as swan. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations done. Savior from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with this excellent, pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives. Om, I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by gods, Mara, Brahma, wish-granting, king of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Ones your crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, your generous right hand gives ease to hungry ghosts, your left hand's adorned with a gold lotus, your perfumed hair flashes with lightning bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are wide, so exquisite. Your sweet-smelling body's white as a snowy conch, your whole pure glittering pearls. You are draped in radiance like the red of dawn. Your hands spread like perfect lotuses, ranged on a still lake, youth tinged like the autumn clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders, your young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your left breast is covered by antelope hide, beautified by fine earrings, bracelets, anklets. You abide on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smooth as a lotus petal. Your sublime gold belt is studded with fine Gems from your hips drape garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone beyond, gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower realms, liberator, source of delight. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Mara's hordes, golden anklets jingling, beautify your feet. Your four boundless states, secure beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as swan. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations done, savior from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day at dawn, devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with this excellent, pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcendent wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives.
Om Bema Soto Samaya Mana Bolaya Bema Soto Dinamba Tejandro Me Sutu Kayo Me Baba Subu Jayo Me Baba Honorato Me Sarva Sede Me Parenza Sarva Kama Suda Me Sudan Jian Kuro Ha 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 Hu Banga Me Sawa Tatanga Ta Bema Man Bema Ba Ma Samaya Soto Ba den zhen yu ren ne ba dan da sun zhu na san chu sen jiang xian xie la sun zhe den zhen ra ne gun jin xi ra du ba sen jie lo.
Bottom of page 49 of the Sadhana. Please grant your blessings that the teachings and the holders of the teachings will remain for a long time, and that myself and all sentient beings may train in bodhicitta. Grant your blessings that we may fully attain the union of shamatha and vipassana, and that we may perfectly realize omniscient wisdom.
Om Soba Va Yuda Soba Dharma Soba Yuda Va Oma Va Kado Churo Nuba Na Panso Dimbe Tormande Baba Jinre Zewa Da Jaro Sede Nam Lamber.
This torma, endowed with perfect color, odor, taste, and potency, I offer to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, the Buddhas, and the Bodhisattvas.
Om Akara Moga Sova Dharmana Ade Devanado Om Ahom Beso Om Akara Moga Sova Dharmana Ade Devanado Om Ahom Beso Om Akara Moga Sova Dharmana Ade Devanado Om Ahom Beso Om Lokeshwara Sapare Edam Balenda Kagagae Gai Om Loka Shora Sapare Vara Edam Balenda Kagagae Gai Om Loka Shora Sapare Edam Balenda Kagagae Gai Jeshen Chewa Tane Tomje Dare Zan Losa Najar me pata Nyanje che shen lama lag Dan chen re ze Tam se lan de sho San ju sen ne renpa Je ma che pa nam che jar je Je pa nyam pa me pa Yang Kone Konda
Middle of page 51. In this and all my future lives, may I be born in a good family, and may I be endowed with a clear intellect free from pride, and may I have great compassion and devotion to the Guru. May my samaya with Chenrezig remain firm. May bodhicitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By offering a bath with scented streams of nectar to the protector Avalokiteshvara, a lamp for wandering beings, may all defilement in the two kinds of obscurations of all beings be completely purified, and may there be the auspiciousness for all beings to achieve the stainless three kayas. Exalted Lord, please heed me. I request you to forgive my lack of clarity in meditation, corrupt mantra recitations, and impure activities regarding cleanliness, all of which I have committed while controlled by lethargy and agitation.
Om Bema Sado Samaya Manabalaya Bema Sado Dino Dedondano Mebava Sudukoyo Meba Sabajayo Mebava Anurodo Meba Sahasade Meba and Zasavakama Sudam Hu Bangave Salada Dana Bema Mame Bema Bama Samaya Sado Homane Peme Ho Danje Nom Kam Papa Yo Yege Joma Sanjebe Sane Pape Deje Ye Chubze Jebsam Tajeje Layang Jevortam Barju.
In the space before me is the exalted noble one, who was born from the 6 syllables. He bathes me with the nectar that flows from his fingers, which purifies the 3 obscurations. The deity then dissolves into my crown.
Shantideva.
Go to the blue prayer book, the Shantideva prayer, dedication from the Way of the Bodhisattva, page 61. By all the virtue I have now amassed by composition of this book, which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their minds and bodies have by virtue of my merit joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may their present joy know no decline, and may the taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states wherever they may be. May beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of Bodhisattva's prayers, may torrents rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet, with fragrant pools all perfumed with scent of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crushing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of the Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell it is to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering their flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Dharani, their flesh destroyed, their bones bleached white as kunda flowers, may they, through all my merit's strength, have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear it is, they'll ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly Lord, the frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? and looking skyward they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. Then may their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell extinguished and a rain of blossoms drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled in bliss, they'll ask, how can this be? And thus the denizens of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it that comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up gleaming hair? This loving bodhisattva, saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadem before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? May those in hell cry out seeing Manjughosha. And likewise when, through these my roots of virtue, they see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented rain, their obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samattabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear upon being preyed upon each other's food. And may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokita's hand, and bathing in it may they be refreshed and cooled. And may the blind receive their sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near their time bring forth like Maya Devi, free from pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those parched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair, and bring them steadfastness and every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchained and now set free. And may the weak receive their strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go. And may they gain, without need of toil, the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore and sweet reunion with their kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts, be tireless and their journey light. May children and the old, the weak protectorless, bewildered in the wild and pathless wastes, and those whose minds are dulled and all who are insane, have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of masculinity, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. And thus by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all their evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas, and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side and in all 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their bodhisattva children. And may the earth be wholesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples may multitudes of Buddhas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From birdsong and the sighing of the trees, from shafts of life, and from the sky itself, may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offspring of the same. With clouds of offerings unbounded, may the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rains on time, for harvests to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to their truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear nor suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail throughout the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat in solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and unserviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth, wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered, and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again, may sentient beings make offerings to the Buddhas. And with Buddha's unimagined bliss, may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the bodhisattvas now fulfill their high intentions for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arhats and Pratyeka Buddhas at length attain their perfect happiness. And may I also, through Manjushri's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide, sustained by simple ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him, or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjughosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings, dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings, may they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine, only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuous of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose aspiration gave me strength to grow. Sutra of the Recollection of the Noble Three Jewels.
La tamanam jetun ba chom den de so tene te yin shi pa te da ne sunam da ge jun dun ge ve za wa nam chu me za wa zu ba ta ge rab de jin sun nam je ter nam je ye be ji zang bo nam je te Nam je me to je pa che re pan thum thong nam thum pa me pa te pe mu pa nam ba ga va shi ra se je manu
Tom Nam La Zewa Me Pa Sim Chin Tam Che Je Tun Ba San Cho Sen Ba Nam Je Ya Pak Ba Kan Za Nam Je Jar NyungNe Len De Pe Chon Che Ton Ro Wa Nam Je Te Ishi Pa De Me Pa Po Pa Sam Je Me Cha Pa Song Nam Bar Ta Yang Yin Pa Ku Se Ta Wen Cho Me Shi Pa Ku Song Pa Me Tu Pa Ta Ki Ma Gu Pa Zok Ta Ki Nye War Ma Gu Zok Mi Pa Ta Ta Man De Dong Na Ta Le Nam Pa Cho Wa Pung Bo Na Rab De Cho Wang Ke Nam Ta Ke Dem Na Jin Xi Nam Dam Ba Du Ba Nam Xin De Jie Yong Su Dong Wa Ta Le Nam Pa Cho Si Pa Le Cho Wa Cho Wo Le Gar Wa Yi Xi Yong Su Zo De Pa Tam Ma Zong Pa Tar Ta Tar Song San Je Chom Din De Nam Je Yi Xi La Ne NyungNe La Ne Pa La Men Ne Yang Tak Pa Ni Jian Ta La Ne Pa Sim Chin Tam Che La Zik Sa La Yu Pa De Da Ne San Je Chom Din De Nam Je Ke Che Yong Tin Yang Tak Pa Nam So Te Me Tam Be Chu Ne To Mar Ge Par De Ge Wa Ta Mar Ge Dong Zang Bo Chen Zhe Zang Bo Man Je Pa Yong So Zo Yong So Tak Pa Yong So Sang Yom Den De Je Chu Lek Par Song Ba Yang Tak Pan Thong Wa Ne Mi Du Che Pa Me Pa Nye War Dun Ba Den Thong Wa La Dong Yu Ke Pa Nam Je So So Rang Ge Re Pa Sa Yom Den De Je Song Be Chun Dro Wa La Lek Par Dun Ba Yin Par Yong Dục Pe San Chok Tun Ro A Se Pa Mem Thun Pa Me Jing Du Pa Tang Din Pa Tin Pa Yu Pa Jo Che Pa Wo Tek Pa Chen Bu Gen Dun Ne Lek Par Shok Pa Rik Par Shok Chong Pur Shok Pa Thun Pur Shok Pa Tham Mo Jar Ve U Su Je Sa Sa Ve U Su Je Pa So Nam Je Par Je Shen Yong Yong So Jong Wa Chen Po Jum Pe Ne Se Je Kun De Yang Jin Be Ne Se Je Qian Bo Wo San Je Yong Din San Me Chap Tam Be Chu Jang San Me Chap Pak Be Gen Dun San Me Chap San Me Chap La Te Zen Nam Para Me Bang San Me Chap Nam Da Shin De Je War Sho Om Gur Ben Zan Ne Ve Te A Ho Om Sarva Buddha Bodhi Sattva Bayo Manza Nevede Aho Om Karma Deva Mandala Manza Nevede Aho Om Shri Dharma Pala Manza Nevede Aho O Hare Ti Soha O Hare Te Mahabedza Yachana Hara Har Sarva Pamba Mancham Sova O Acha Pendra Ashibi Sova Etumbala Me Sanjirumbo Jobala Me Tanjirumbo Rambala Jonne kuncho somla chubo.
Okay, lunch time. Some part this morning finish. This way early.
Oh, yes, we have been blessed with a little bit more time to eat and to
Yeah.
hydrate. Please take care of yourselves out there. Since we do have a few minutes, I just wanted to make 2 corrections. In our NyungNe Sadhana under the front generation, please change the pronouns there from my and myself to he and his and the deity in that section. And then also in the praises to Avalokiteshvara, the handout Golongma Palma's praise, it says that it's the wrong pages there of our NyungNe text since it's been revised. So it actually covers pages 44 through 49. And then the first verse that we come back to after the praise is at the bottom of page 49, just to clarify. Okay? If there are any other questions, please let us know. Take care and be well.
We will return at 1:30 p.m. Arizona time.